Hey guys, it's Rory from ANSgear. We're going to take a look at a 98 Custom Cyclone feed system and how to install it on your 98 Custom. So we'll open the box, we'll show you the parts that you're going to get, and we'll show you how to do the installation. It's very simple, very straightforward. All you need is a flathead screwdriver. So we'll go ahead and open it up. I'll show you what you're going to get. You're going to get your loader, the Cyclone feed, and you're going to get a bag with a fitting on it. Now I've already put the fitting onto the end here. You can see it on there. Normally this fitting will come off of the hosing and in a bag, but I've already stuck it on there so that we can proceed. Now if you're using a 98 Custom that is a little bit older, you're going to need to call Tippmann to get the appropriate parts. There is a little blurb right here that tells you if you have a gun with a serial number under a certain spot or under a certain number, contact them and they'll get you the appropriate parts to do the install. But if you're using a current 98 Custom or Custom Pro, there should be no problems doing this install whatsoever. I am going to use a 98 Custom Platinum Series right here. You can see the break in the body right here. That's a good indication that it is a Platinum Series version. They have on the opposite side here on the Platinum Series two different holes right here. The top hole we're going to use to run the Cyclone feed. The bottom hole would be used if you were going to run a response trigger. Having the two different holes makes it very easy to do the install. If you're using a version that just has one screw, that's the one you're going to use, and you would need to have a different fitting if you were going to run both a response and a Cyclone feed at the same time. But since we're not, it can make it very straightforward for us to do. So the first thing obviously we're going to do is remove the old feed neck off. So push down on the feed neck release, twist it down, and pull it off. Comes off very simple. And the Cyclone feed is going to go on the exact same way. We're losing our loader here. So we're going to line up our tabs, push them into place, and rotate our loader up to the top. Now when you get your Cyclone feed, the hosing that's going to be on here, obviously like I said, is not going to have the fitting on it. It's just going to be sticking out. Now depending on what version gun you're using, where the hole is slightly different. So they give you a longer tube than you possibly would need if you were going to do this setup. So I've cut it down to size and attached my fitting to line up with the hole that I'm going to use. So we talked about we're going to use the top hole. So we're going to take our flathead and we are going to unscrew the plug out of it. So the plug comes out. Now we've got an open hole right here. We're going to put our Cyclone back on, rotate it up into place, and then we're going to screw in the fitting to the hole. Now I've set it up so that when this rotates up, my fitting is where I need it to be, which I recommend you doing before putting your Cyclone feed on. Kind of size everything up, make sure it lines up in the right spot and your fitting is facing in the proper direction, and then we'll go and tighten it down. So I put my fitting where the hole needs to be, and then go ahead and tighten this up in there. Now you don't want to overdo this. You just tighten to where it becomes snug, and that's as far as you want to go. If you over tighten it and strip it out, you could run into more problems than you really want to deal with. So we've got our line set up on there. You can see it on. We want to make sure that our Cyclone feed works even with the manual way, like that. And then when we gassed up our gun, we will be ready to shoot. If you find any leaks or anything, pull it all apart, check to make sure your O-rings are all proper in the way they should be, reassemble, and you should be good to go. So that's the install for a 98 Cyclone feed onto a 98 Custom. Very straightforward. All we needed was one flathead screwdriver. All these parts are available, both the gun and the loader system are available through the website, so check them out and order yours now at ansgear.com.